As part of Sage Intacct's Release 3 for 2024, they have made some much needed updates to joint checks within the system. It's now a more streamlined process, and to set that up, you'll go to your Applications dropdown, click into Accounts Payable. Under your Setup tab, go to Configuration. Once you get into Configuration, then scroll down until you get to your Enable Functionality section. And it's the very last checkbox here for Enable Joint Checks. You're going to want to check that off and save. As far as permissions are concerned, you need to be able to enter bills and pay bills. And I would imagine you already have those permissions assigned to your role, so you shouldn't need to do anything there. Now, at my entity level, I'm going to go into my bills. And if I look at this bill, I'll see that I now have, or any bill indeed, I now have a tab for joint payees. So this subcontract in particular has 2 line entries, and it's memoed on them that Turfnell completed this line entry, but 86 Demo were subbed this amount, this $20,000. So within my joint payee tab then is where I would put in the name of my joint payee. So in here, I'm going to put in my 86 Demo Inc. And you'll notice once I do that, my joint payee print as defaults to Turfnell Inc. and 86 Demo Inc. So you can override that there if you wanted to say something else, but that's what it's going to do. You can put in multiple payees, and once you have that in, you post, and that tells the system this bill might require a joint check. So I can pay right from the screen, and I'm going to open that up. So just because you set up a joint payee doesn't mean that you will necessarily use a joint check. So it still does come up. The bill still does come up when you have your payment method of check. But if you want to pay by joint check, you'll do your payment method drop down here and select joint check. And because I've put in my joint payees within that bill, this will come up. So only bills that have a joint payee in will come up here in this joint check payment method. So for this bill or any bill that you're using joint check, you have the option to pay it based off line details or payee details. So let's do line details first. So I have my 2 line entries, and I can decide how I want to pay each of them. So for my first line, I'm going to go into my payee line details. I'm going to say, I don't want, this was 100% Turfnell, so I'm going to give them $5,000 for this line. And I'm not going to do anything to Turfnell and 86 Demo. So I'm going to save that. And then on my pay line details for my second line, I can split this out. Say I want to give 5,000 of this line entry to Turf, and I'm going to do 15,000 to Turfnell and 86 Demo and save that. So that's an option. Save again. Or you can just go to your payee details, and within here, then you can say how much you want to pay to Turfnell Inc. and how much you want to give to Turfnell Inc. and 86 Demo. So let me just change that around. I only want to give 5,000 to Turfnell Inc. and I'm going to do 20,000 to Turfnell Inc. and 86 Demo. So there are just the 2 ways that you can tell the system to pay. So I'm going to save that then. My bank account is selected and I'm going to pay now. Once I have that done, then if I go to my view payment requests, I can see that there are 2 requests in the system. One is to Turfnell Inc. for the $5,000 and one is for $20,000, and it's going to print as Turfnell Inc. and 86 Demo Inc. Okay, next I'm going to go to my print checks in the system, pre-printed checks, select the bank account, and I have my 2 checks here now. So I'm going to select them both and print. And once that pops up, then the first one remains the same because that was just for Turfnell. And on my second check, it's showing me Turfnell Inc. and 86 Demo Inc. And then I would print that off and then I would confirm. So that is how to use the new joint check functionality within Sage Intacct.